Hi, I'm Natasha,
And I'm Alora.
and today we're going to be teaching you how to solve for area in calculus.
First, we will start with a tutorial on how to calculate area.
Then we'll end with a worksheet so you can practice what we just learned.
You may remember area as the extent of a 2D surface.
However, in calculus, you can use area to determine the extent between two graphs. To do so, we use the formula a equals the integral from a to b of f of x minus g of x dx.
Let's look at an example. Let's say we want to calculate the area between root x and x squared.
To start, we must determine the bounds, or a to b, of the functions. In other words, we need to find the start and end points of the intersection so we know where a region is located.
In the case of these functions, we know the bounds must be in terms of x because the function is in terms of x. However, if we were to use functions f of y and g of y, we would use the interval c to d.
So in the case of our graph here, we know the bounds are at 0 to 1 because that is where the graphs intersect each other.
Now, going back to our equation, we can write from 0 to 1 of f of x minus g of x dx.
Next, we have to finish our area equation by determining which function is f of x and which function is g of x.
To do this, we must remember the phrase top minus bottom. However, this only works when we are using x bounds. In the case of y bounds, we go right minus left.
So pertaining to that phrase, we can determine that the root x is our top and x squared is our bottom.
And with that, our area equation is complete.
Now we just take the interval and voila, you should get 0.3333.
Let's try one more, but this time in terms of y.
Let's say we have this graph.
Because the graph passes through the x-axis and is in terms of y, we know we must use y bounds.
Therefore, our equation should be area equals the integral from c to d of f of y minus g of y dy.
Now we determine c and d by looking at the y interval of the two functions. By looking, we can see that the interval is from -1 to 3.
Next, we have to figure out which function is f of y and which one is g of y.
We will use the phrase right minus left because we are in terms of y. Therefore, we know that -y squared plus 10 is our right and y minus 2 squared is our left.
Once again, I'm Natasha,
And I'm Alora.
and you're watching
Calculus.
Thanks for watching!